Chapter 6. Mom was folding my laundry while watching this TV show called The View when I got home. I told her that the tulips and the Dutch artist and everything were all because Augustus was using his wish to take me to Amsterdam. That's too much, she said, shaking her head. We can't accept that from a virtuous stranger. He's not a stranger. He's easily my second best friend. Behind Behind Caitlin? Behind you, I said. It was true, but I'd mostly said it because I wanted to go to Amsterdam. I'll ask Dr. Maria, she said after a moment. Dr. Maria said I couldn't go to Amsterdam without an other intimately familiar with my case, which more or less meant either Mom or Dr. Maria herself. My dad understood my cancer the way I did, in the vague and incompletely way people understand electrical circuits and ocean tides. But my mom knew more about differentiated thyroid carcinoma in adolescents than most oncologists. So you'll come, I said. The genies will pay for it. The genies are loaded. But your father, she said, he would miss us. It wouldn't be fair to him. And he can't get time off work. Are you kidding? You don't think Dad would enjoy a few days of watching TV shows that are not about aspiring models and ordering pizza every night, using paper towels as plates so he doesn't have to do the dishes? Mom laughed. Finally, she started to get excited, typing tasks into her phone. She'd have to call Gus's parents and talk to the genies about my medical needs and do they have a hotel yet and what are the best guidebooks and we should do our research if we only have 3 days and so on. I kind of had a headache, so I downed a couple Advil and decided to take a nap. But I ended up just lying in bed and replaying the whole picnic with Augustus. I couldn't stop thinking about the little moment when I tensed up as he touched me. The gentle familiarity felt wrong, somehow. I thought maybe it was how orchestrated the whole thing had been. Augustus was amazing, but he'd overdone everything at the picnic, right down to the sandwiches that were metaphorically resonant but tasted terrible, and the memorized soliloquy that prevented conversation. It all felt romantic, but not romantic. But the truth is that I had never wanted him to kiss me, not in the way you're supposed to want these things. I mean, he was gorgeous. I was attracted to him. I thought about him in that way, to borrow a phrase from the middle school vernacular. But the actual touch, the real-life touch, it was all wrong. Then I found myself worrying I would have to make out with him to get to Amsterdam, which is not the kind of thing you want to be thinking, because A, it should have even been a question whether I wanted to kiss him, and B, kissing someone so that you can get a free trip is perilously close to full-on hooking. And I have to confess that while I did not fancy myself a particularly good person, I never thought my first real sexual action would be prostitutional. But then again, he hadn't tried to kiss me. He'd only touched my face, which is not even sexual. It was not a move designed to elicit arousal, but it was certainly a designed move, because Augustus Waters was no improviser. So what had he been trying to convey? And why hadn't I wanted to accept it? At some point, I realized I was Caitlining the encounter, so I decided to text Caitlin and ask for some advice. She called immediately. I have a problem, I said. Delicious. Caitlin responded. I told her all about it, complete with the awkward face touching, leaving out only Amsterdam and Augustus' name. You're sure he's hot? She asked when I was finished. Pretty sure, I said. Athletic? Yeah, he used to play basketball for Nurse Central. Wow, how'd you meet him? This hideous support group. Huh, Caitlin said. Out of curiosity, how many legs does this guy have? Like 1.4, I said, smiling. Basketball players were famous in Indiana, and although Caitlin didn't go to Nurse Central, her social connectivity was endless. Augustus Waters, she said. Maybe? Oh my god, I've seen him at parties. The things I would do to that boy. I mean, not now that I know you're interested in him. Interested in him. But oh, sweet holy lord, I would ride that one-legged pony all the way around the corral. Caitlin, I said. Sorry, do you think you'd have to be on top?